Part 3. The Child from Spring and Stone. The dark, hunched figure shambled slowly across the landscape. Road debris and moss matted and clung to the once well-maintained skins they wore. Their journey had taken them far from home. They plucked a bit of lichen off their cloak and pushed it into their awaiting mouth with two wrinkled, swollen fingers. Their lips puckered and nose scrunched at the taste. The gray-green lichen was a bitter supplement to keep them moving, but not suitable for much else. Their journey continued. If one were to cross the path they walked in the coming days and were observant, one might wonder at the sparse trail of ghost-white snowdrops flowering in a meandering line following the sun from east to west. They had been drawn onto their journey by the whispers that had called them. The voice had summoned them to bear witness to a birth, just as many of their kin had been called before them. A mundane request for one who had ushered so many into the world from their mothers' wombs. But this call was from someone not to be denied. It was not unexpected for the journey to be of such magnitude, for what was distance and time to the one who had called? The figure was, however, mildly surprised by their path leading them into the wilderness and away from nearby settlements. But they had delivered a child under worse circumstances. Perhaps a hovel lay ahead, or a hag's shack. What they did not expect to find at their destination was a man. The man was lying on a boulder by a spring, soaking wet, looking as if he had just crawled or been flung out of the water. As the figure watched, cloaked in magic and wards, wondering at their purpose here, the water in the spring began to turn blood red, and the surface started to bulge unnaturally, like a woman who had held a pregnancy too long. Whatever was trying to escape this spring's womb bucked and kicked from deep within it mercilessly. For over an hour the labor of the birth continued. Then, with the same horrifying rip that no person in a birthing room ever wants to hear, the Vermillion blade escaped in a geyser of blood and water. Once above the surface, the weapon vanished in a flash of arcane crimson light. The observer, bewildered at what they had seen, brought the carved medallion around their neck to their lips in reverence, as they turned to leave, their task complete. But then the man on the boulder began to stir, and the watcher realized they were here to witness the birth of twins.